This is Sky News with Anna Botting.
Hello there, good evening. Britain's most senior police officer believes a remembrance vigil planned for Mark Duggan will remain peaceful despite community anger after an inquest ruled that he was lawfully killed by police. Mr Duggan's death in August 2011 led to riots in London and across England. Earlier today, the Metropolitan Police Chief met people in Tottenham to try to ease tensions. The Prime Minister has also called for calm. A warning, this report from our senior correspondent Ian Woods contains flash photography.
Tottenham went about its business as usual, but the Mark Duggan issue won't go away. And on Saturday, it will be back in the spotlight when his family and supporters plan to hold a vigil here.
This vigil is intended to be a very peaceful vigil, and that has been said over and over again. And we expect that anybody who would come would stand with the family. It is a vigil in remembrance and respecting the life or the death of Mark Duggan. His family, his children will be there, and we don't expect anybody to come where Mark Duggan's young children are to create unrest or anarchy.
His Aunt Carol and campaigner Stafford Scott met me outside Tottenham Police Station, even though they refused to meet senior officers from the Met.
We feel shocked, bewildered, upset, confused even. Yesterday, I think most people were feeling the same way, and a lot of anger because we just did not expect that result. We are going to go for a judicial review. I think that's the standard practice, and from there, any avenue, any way, any road, any avenue, we're here. We're not going anywhere. We need justice to be served.
The impact of this is being felt not just by Mark's age group, but 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds have seen what have happened. They've seen what have happened, and they're going to grow up believing and mistrusting and not trusting in the police ever again.
On the other side of the road, the divisional commander for the area was conducting a series of media interviews, acknowledging the verdicts were likely to affect the job of policing this area. And he accepts Saturday's vigil could prompt a further heightening of tension.
With the result of the inquest, that's put a different dimension on the relationship, because people are now looking at us as part of the criminal justice system. Have we got away with what they see as a police killing of a young man?
But even community leaders who try to maintain good relations with the police say their faith in the system has been undermined.
I think people now sitting back and saying, what can we do to bring about real change here? Because this is definitely a miscarriage of justice, and the fact that the jury can get it so wrong makes me wonder, I've lost faith in the jury system.
The police will get a better idea how many people share that view when they see the turnout for Saturday's vigil, but the anger in court has not been repeated on the streets. As for Mark Duggan's family, they may have been dismayed by the lawful killing verdict, but they claim it gives them the moral high ground in their continuing campaign. Ian Woods at Sky News, Tottenham.
Well, Sky's crime correspondent Martin Brunt joins us now from Scotland Yard, and you've been speaking, Martin, to the Met Police Commissioner today. What did he have to say?
Well, he certainly sees the initiative, because a day after that, those moments of raw emotion outside the court, he was inviting community leaders to meet him. In fact, there was a meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning with councillors from Haringey, then community leaders and local politicians. And I don't think there was any great plan. I think he simply wanted, well, he said that there's a need simply to talk to people. I don't think he had any great plan, because people wouldn't have really given that much credibility so early on after that controversial inquest verdict. But he said it was important to talk. He said that he's got a very firm message from those community leaders that they were prepared to engage with the police. Some of the things they talked about was the improvement in recruiting police officers from the ethnic minorities. Young black people, he said, should be encouraged to join the police, and new training methods to show new recruits how to engage themselves on the streets with young black people. And he gave me some other thoughts on what he felt had emerged from those meetings.
I think a big thing that came through, and it might seem ironic at the moment, is how proud people are of Haringey. and of Tottenham. And I am too. And so are the Met, you know, what we do in that area. There's great pride, and they don't want the area to be condemned by these events or by, you know, this verdict. So I think we can all work together to improve things for the future. That came over very powerfully, both by the elected people, who are representative of the community, and by those who aren't elected, but speak with and for them at times. If we measure confidence by all our surveys, then confidence has gone up in the Met over the last 2 years. We've reduced stop search, a concern at the time of Mark Duggan's shooting. We've done an awful lot of things to improve the way we police this city.
The Commissioner also said he understood the distress of the Duggan family in the wake of that inquest verdict, and understood too why they are not certainly ready at this stage to meet him and senior officers. But away from that, the Independent Police Complaints Commission, which is continuing to investigate the shooting, said that it was seeking an urgent meeting with the family and was ready to answer any of its questions.
Live at Scotland Yard, thank you. 2 hospitals within